Hello everyone, welcome to the TFC FPL show. In today's episode, we'll be doing a review of Game Week 9 and we'll be highlighting some key matches that happened over the weekend. We'll also be giving our thoughts on some of the players and hopefully that will help you out with Game Week 10. So, on with the show. The first match that we'll be talking about is Spurs versus Liverpool. Spurs won that comfortably, 4-1. And if you saw the match, Jurgen Klopp had a really ugly face at the end of it. Most of the forward players from Spurs did really well. Harry Kane had 16 points, he scored 2 goals, he had 1 assist, and he was given the maximum 3 bonus points. Even Dele Alli ended the match with 9 points and finally did something for the team. And Son Heung-min also, even though he was substituted, had 7 points. One of the big debates this season is having to choose between Harry Kane and Lukaku. Both of them are really good strikers, but I think that Kane will do better because he plays in a slightly more aggressive team. United tends to be a bit more defensive, and so Lukaku doesn't have as much support as Kane would have when both teams go forward. So if you could only own one striker, I would go for Harry Kane, even though he's more expensive than Lukaku. I think that he will benefit from having the support that his teammates give to him when they attack. From the Liverpool perspective, their best player was Mohamed Salah. He put in a decent shift and he got away with 7 points from the match. This despite his team losing quite heavily. I had Salah in the TFC team at the beginning part of the season. So he did really well for team tactics. And I'll be looking to add him back into the team, especially since Liverpool has quite an easy fixture list coming up the next few weeks. Next, I want to talk about Everton versus Arsenal, in which Arsenal handily trashed the Toffees 5-2. All of Arsenal's goals were spread quite evenly across their players. And if you look at the ownership stats across the Arsenal team, Mesut Ozil, Aaron Ramsey and Alexis Sanchez, they're all below 5%. And so even though they scored double-digit points for this game week, it didn't really benefit a lot of managers. I think both Ozil and Sanchez are world-class players, but because of their contract situation, I can't be sure that they'll give 100% each week. So both players are likely to leave the club in the next transfer window, either in January or in the summer. And so currently both of them cost more than 9 million. That's really expensive for an uncertain performance that you can't guarantee. As for the Everton players, Wayne Rooney is their top scorer. Rooney scored 1 goal and he ended the match with 6 points. I think Everton will rise up the table eventually, which means that they will be winning matches and scoring goals. My top pick from Everton will be Sigurdsson, and I had him for 2 weeks, but I had to give him up to make space for other midfielders. But I still think he's worth a bet. The last match that I'll be talking about is Chelsea versus Watford. This was a real roller coaster of a match. Chelsea had to come from behind to win the match. So Antonio Conte had to be rescued by the Batman. Michy Batshuayi scored 2 goals and he ended the match with 12 points. If you look at the ownership stats of Batshuayi and Pedro, they're all really low, all below 5%, which means that from an overall rank perspective, even though they had double-digit points, I guess most FPL managers wouldn't be affected by them. The player that I was really impressed by was from Watford, so Richarlison. He was the player that was being recommended by several of the pundits before the game week. And so I'll be monitoring him and I'll be looking to add him as a cheap value midfielder. So that's all I have for today's episode. Let me know what you think of the show, and if you have any questions or requests, just type them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to look into it. Also, please subscribe and like this video for more content from TFC. It will really help us at the channel, and we hope to produce more FPL content. All the best for Game Week 10.